We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Davis now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this up to about the 44. The Broncos at 11 and 5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Davis. Over the middle, complete. That's King. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Davis. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Davis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
19 tight.
And the slot man goes in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a run by Allen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Powell out of the shotgun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Davis. And this one is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Davis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 10. Open man here is Benson. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. Shreds the tackle, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. It's in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to look at a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Davis looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Davis. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Howell. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, Howell to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Howell. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
First down, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Howell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Davis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Ready, ready. 70 Lions. Hurry, hurry. 69.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's King. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, Davis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go trap, go trap. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Operating from the gun, Davis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Powell. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Powell down to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a carry for Allen. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And that is no good. No good. Line to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That will signal in the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Davis throwing on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Howell throwing on third down here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return, Jackson. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Davis. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Davis now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10. Powell looking to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Allen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Davis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Davis now. Over the middle, complete. That's King. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Davis. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll change things up. Here's Davis on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, Davis. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now throwing on 1st down here. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howell, flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go, shot.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Davis on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now they air it out to to start the drive, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Open man here is Benson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. He's got his man, it's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Howell. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Broncos 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to throw. Davis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell them.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Davis. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Broncos 13.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw again on second down. Davis. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Davis. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 45, Broncos 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Davis throwing on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Davis now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Powell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chiefs, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.